Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the Akim that's out there doing his work in sincerity and truth. Just want to do a quick little sit down of the past current events of the past week concerning the UN, where they want to put a ban on nuclear weapons. Now, this took place in New York this past week. Now you had 40 countries, including all the superpowers of the world, that boycotted this so-called General Assembly. Okay, so I just want to play a little clip. Here we go.
Meanwhile, the first negotiations on a treaty to ban nuclear weapons kicked off at the UN headquarters in New York on Monday, but did so without the support of major nuclear powers, including the United States, Britain, and France. About 40 nations are known to have boycotted the conference, which was attended by more than 100 others amid rising nuclear threats out of Pyongyang. Saying the world needs to be more realistic, Nikki Haley, the U.S. ambassador to the UN, told reporters that North Korea is highly unlikely to voluntarily give up its nuclear weapons. In October last year, some 120 countries announced the initiative to ban nuclear weapons, despite opposition from the world's nuclear powers.
Okay, so basically what's going on right here is that they had this General Assembly and 40 countries boycotted this assembly. So, that just goes to show you, though, that we're in a time of war, and the purpose of the UN is becoming obsolete, which stands for the United Nations. This entity that's been set up is becoming obsolete now, because we're in a time of war, and it's all because of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. This is his will. He's putting a spirit upon these men, okay, to act accordingly. So I just want to bring out a couple of scriptures. This is Isaiah chapter 54, verse 16. Behold, I've created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. So the Lord put the spirit upon these scientists, okay, to create the weapons of his indignation. You see? So now you have multiple countries that possess this weapons of war. Okay? Alright? And it's all because of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay? And these are the wastes that will destroy. You see? Alright? Verse 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, for their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord, because we're of the Lord's Spirit, And this is a joyous time for us right now, because you have to understand that what is going on in the earth is that what the Lord has set up as far as these nations, as far as World War III going on, okay, he's pleading our cause. He's pleading the cause of the elect. You see? Okay? So we know that we're drawing closer to our salvation. You see? Alright? Okay? Alright? I want to get real quick. Let me get I'm gonna get it through here. This is Jeremiah chapter 50. Verse 34, and it reads, their Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts is his name, Yahweh. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. Okay, so he's doing this for the purpose of the nation of Israel. Okay, he's going to plead our cause. Okay, he's going to plead for his heritage. Okay, that he proclaimed again in book of Joel. Okay, so that time is coming to where our salvation is nigh. You see, and all of these stirring ups of the countries, of these nations concerning nuclear war, you know, we know that time is coming to where we're gonna seek salvation, you know. All right, let me get Jeremiah. Let me get up here. Jeremiah 50, verse 25. Okay? The Lord had opened his armory. He had brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord Yahweh of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Okay? So his armory is basically these nuclear weapons. Okay? All right, and this is how he's going to plead his cause for his people. You see, so that time is coming now, you know, and you have a lot of these countries that are posturing, you know, and concerning North Korea does have nuclear weapons, but the issue with North Korea is that they don't have the vessel to carry it forth as far as they would like it to. But that time is going to come to where they're going to be able to do so. You see, all right. They actually need that rocket that's going to be able to travel far enough to reach its targets, its desired targets. So you can definitely mark North Korea on the list as having nuclear weapons. You can definitely mark Iran as having nuclear weapons. Okay, all right. All right, the whole thing of that treaty that the United States had against Iran was to try to slow down their progress of nuclear weapons. Okay, because right now they're too far gone into the nuclear program for them to try to abolish it. You know what I'm saying? All that the United States can do is slow it down. But with the help of the Russians, though, they may be able to speed it up. You know, all right. So that time is coming, man. You know, and this is all of the Lord's will. You know. This is all the Lord's will, you know. The UN is not going to be able to try to save the world, okay? All right? Because we're not in that time right now, okay? We're not in that time right now for you people to be some type of savior, okay? All right? This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as a great people, and the tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the hosts of the battle. So the Lord of hosts, he is the conductor of everything that's going on in the earth. Okay? All right? He mustereth the host of the battle. Okay? All right? He is the host. Okay? So now he's gathering all of these nations into that area of the Valley of Jehoshaphat. You know? Okay? Amongst other areas. You know, you got areas that you got tension going along in the Persian Gulf. You got tension going on in Syria. You got tension going on in Ukraine, okay, along the border of between these Baltic states, okay, all right, the South China Sea, all right. You have a lot of tension brewing up from all over the place, though, to where you're gonna be able to draw all these nations into that one area, man. So the Lord can destroy these nations, right? Verse 5. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. So all of these nations, are you invited to the Valley of Jehoshaphat? You're all invited. Even Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua is also going to be there with his weapons of indignation. You see? All right? To destroy you people. Okay? All right? So that time is coming to where all you heathens are going to be gathered into that area. You know, to get your judgment. Okay? All right? Let me get up here. Let me get real quick. Let me get Jeremiah chapter 50. Verse 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Babylon for his purposes, that he had proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. And the purpose is of the Lord. These are this is his purpose. This is his counsel. Okay, and at least of the flock is those gutter rats over there in Israel. And they also going to be destroyed. Pursuant to Ezekiel the 38th chapter. Okay, all right. Their judgment is coming too. You see, all right, because that land definitely has to be cleansed. That land definitely has to be cleansed. You see, but this is the purpose of the Lord. The Lord is orchestrating all of these posturing. All this posturing that's going on is all of the Lord. And like I said, though, it's a time for us to rejoice, though, because we know that our captivity is going to come to an end. All right. But also too, hey, listen, look. Let me grab real quick. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 24. The Lord of hosts have sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I have purposed, so it shall stand. So all these prophecies are going to come to pass. Okay? All these prophecies are going to come to pass. Okay? All right? Because they're sanctioned by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right? The Lord is in the ears of these kings. Okay? All right? And he basically seals their instructions. All right? Let me get real quick. Let me get Revelation chapter 9, verse 17. Jump down one verse to 16. Okay? And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. So this whole band that's going on, okay, that they're trying to attempt to do, and to disarm a lot of these countries, okay, is going to come to naught. Though the numbers already set of these weapons of the Lord's indignation that are gonna do His will. Just want to get a quick little chart. When you just look at the magnitude of these warheads. Now, it's showing you that Russia is clearly ahead of the United States. Okay? Now, they have a decline that's going on after basically 1990, which is a lie, because, these countries never let up on their production of warheads. Okay? So now, they try to claim that there was a decline of, like, they disarmed these nuclear warheads. You can't disarm no nuclear warhead. Okay? All right? Once it's created, it's created. And the Russians have clearly been ahead. Okay? That's the Lord's spirit is going to be on God, man. Okay? All right? To do His will upon the land of Israel and upon Babylon, America. Okay? All right? He's going to carry out that mission. You see? Okay? So these numbers, all right, they have at the height of this, which was like 1990, they had Russia at 40,000 nuclear warheads. Okay? All right? Now, considering now, when you think about all the other countries that are gonna ultimately go against America, okay, what more now? These numbers are not really that accurate, though. But this is just basically, you can get a general idea of how many nuclear warheads were created. Okay, all right. These numbers are much more larger than what is being told right here. Okay, and they show this decline coming in towards the latter part of the 2010. But that's not the case. Okay, all right. We're gonna go with what the scriptures say. Okay, we're gonna go with the scriptures say. You see, But like I said, but simultaneously, you know, as that destruction is about to hit this place, you know, let me grab. This is Psalms 68 and 17. The chariots of Yahweh are 20,000, even thousands of angels, and Yahweh is among them, as in Sinai in his holy place. You know, so simultaneously as these missiles are coming upon this land Babylon, you know, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has these chariots coming, you know, 20,000, even thousands of the angels, okay, coming to deliver his elect, you know, Lord willing that we are among them. You see, you know, so our salvation is nigh. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you hear, like I said, even now, you have this talk about nuclear weapons, filtering off into the fluff news now. Okay, you know, a lot of news that we get our information from is from the alternative news, though. But now you have also the fluff news media, the mainstream media that's also touching on nuclear weapons. You know, about these countries, you know, possessing these weapons. Okay, and they will be used because why? It's the ignition of the Lord. This is the Lord's program. You see, you know, everybody's just a pawn playing their part. You know, including his men. You see, you know, everybody got a part to play, man. And the Lord willing, we are among the men that are going to be delivered. You know. Let me get Let me get Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured in the fire of my jealousy. Okay, so this is the Lord's determination, okay, to assemble the nations, okay, and for him to pour out his indignation. You see, all right, you know, and like I said, it's a fierce anger. You see, you know, but like I said though, this is that cup that these countries are gonna have to take. You know, this is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 14. Okay? Alright? This is the judgment of Babylon. Okay? You know, commanded by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know? Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. So it's not going to be no curbing of any nuclear weapons, okay? All right, which will be the hope of the UN, okay? And this is why there was a big boycott on that General Assembly, though, because all these nations are getting ready for war, you know, okay? The whole purpose of the UN is obsolete at this point right now, you know, all right? They're just a shell now, you know. All these countries are arming up against each other to go to war, okay? Because it's the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai that's upon them to do so, okay? All right, they got to carry out His will, you know. But us men that's doing this work, we also have to know that is the end game, and we're gonna be redeemed, okay? That's our salvation, okay? All right. For this talk, when we're hearing this talk about the nuclear weaponry and wars that's going on, you know, you got to know that our salvation is nigh. You see, you know, we have to always keep that in mind about that, you know, because the Lord said that He's going to plead for them, for His people and for His heritage, you know, pursuant to Joel, you know. But this is Psalms chapter 11, verse 5, right? The Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked and them that loveth violence, his soul hateth. Okay, so when people talk about the Lord is all love, he hateth him that love violence. You can't get around that. Okay, and that's been displayed by Edom, Esau, the so-called white man. Okay, all right, he's the one that displays violence in the earth. Okay, alongst with the 2/3 of our people. Okay, all right. The scriptures say that his soul hateth. Verse 6. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and a horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. Okay? And that's your judgment that's coming. Okay? Snares, fire, brimstone, and horrible tempest. Okay? That's the cup that you nations are going to drink. Okay? Because the Lord's going to plead for his people. You see? Verse 7. For the righteous Lord Yahweh loveth righteousness. His countenance do behold the upright. And we hope to be in the good graces of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai by walking uprightly, and doing what he commanded. Okay? All right? So, just a quick little update on the past little news that's been going on concerning this rat hole, So with that, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and of the elders, the great millstone, and peace and blessings to the Akim out there doing his work, the sincere and truth. Keep pushing. Shalom.